The Education Resources Information Center, or ERIC, is a comprehensive, easy-to-use, and searchable database that contains full-text articles of education research and other information. In this video, you'll learn a little bit more about using ERIC for research on topics related to education. There are two versions of ERIC in the library's database list. One is provided by EBSCO, and one is provided by the Department of Education. There are minor differences between the two. When you use the EBSCO version, you'll see a lot more options to filter your search from the start. When you use the version provided by the Department of Education, you won't see as many options. Both of these tools work by typing in a keyword or two and then using filters to narrow down your search. Let's get started in the EBSCO version. I'm going to leave all of these filters alone and just type in a couple of keywords. Once I complete my search, you'll see that most of the articles have a link to full text from ERIC. This is because the EBSCO version works with UVU's journal subscriptions and shows us what you should have access to as a UVU student. You'll also notice that there are robust filters down the left side of the screen. You can limit your results by date, by source type, and there are some subject filters as well that you can use to add keywords to your search or narrow your search only to the most relevant articles. Once we do a search in the U.S. Department of Education provided ERIC tool, you'll see that we do still have links to download the full text of most articles, but we also have some articles that have the direct link option. When we click direct link, ERIC will redirect us to a journal page, and sometimes we do have full text access to these articles. This is the case with the article that I just clicked on here. You can see I have the option to download a PDF. Because I'm on campus, this journal page has recognized that I'm a UVU student and that access to this article should be provided to me via Utah Valley University. But that won't always be the case. With this article, the direct link is provided, and I'll continue on to the journal page. And you can see here that while I'm still on campus, and this journal does recognize that I am at Utah Valley University, I don't have access to the full text of this article. However, I'm not out of luck yet. I can still create an interlibrary loan request and get the full text of this article in about 3 to 5 days for free from another library. One thing you'll also notice about the U.S. Department of Education version of ERIC is that while we didn't have those options to filter our search from the start, there are still filters down the left side of this search. So you can see that you can filter by publication date as well. There are some subject filters, but there are also some really helpful filters kind of once you scroll down a little bit. You can filter by education level that's being studied, by the audience for the source, and even by laws, policies, and programs that might be related to the source or assessments and surveys used in the research that is being described in that source. So these filters are a little bit more specific to the field of education. I highly recommend starting in the EBSCO version of ERIC and then switching to the U.S. government provided version if you're not finding what you need and you think that you may have to request some things from other libraries. If you run into any problems or need some more help using these tools, please contact the Fulton Library. We'd be happy to help you out. Good luck!